Nyankopon shira di bi no. Dr. Bami also be able no why fresh, no why active, why energetic. I mean, it's energy team energy.
All right, it's ashafo baby afena wo de we bia ba beto adoma WONTUMI TV so enie said you can obetumi join here with social media WONTUMI TV live on Facebook and WONTUMI TV live on YouTube. Lawyer Kwesi Boche Jr. and wababe kame ho ewa hadoba ye ba bidin komo with 10 days to go. Na lawyer be sabra won chen ebiwe. Be nim say 10 days aka no de. By now obi be ka say dodo na ayo mo adwene bia dodo na de bi obo koto aba de ma no wo hwe asantimantem ha mo ba ya wo hwe euphoria but na say empo ahokeka edi eye Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia be campaign na say the tour na chia bia no so suggest bibi but yes dey no endru ha yes ye tre ente ya ye njai cheso abebo aha they don't do all of they are still na ye be koso na ya kasa abohu dawru mabohu dawru e dia kire eye wona e be kwa akoto aba in the various I think over 33,000 or so polling stations no emu enti digina e ya de e be ye kopem se about what that ebedu lawyer and wo hai me inshia so de be joining Dr. Ewoho. And in fact, I was marveled. We use to not just a share doctor the delivery for over an hour. Said you walk kana wow toward 1 year convinced about a seminar or kana I wonder. But I know beyond the year who akunya a kobi. Wakwakoye political aid and I said the aid idea. Ebia and every said the American delegate BATA. Now almost to 270 because and the ugly noises all over. Can't send be at the trainer. Kwasi idea can be actually delegates no Emma with few days aka. Dating and almost and trouble Emma
boy conversation with that say. The kind say MPP yakwa about 2024. Yakwa about 2024 no anyi yama yenia yemu bebre wo honoma. We were broken and devastated by the 2024 electoral defeat. Me personally, 2024 defeat, still now I'm recover. And me GD say a lot of people are no more hopes and dreams. Our MPP mu say ye babe sisa the fortunes of this country among minor anymore. A lot of them are broken and devastated, which is fair. But 2024 election, you lose you no. You be a month for P. I can't say P. And no be radio, yes, Obi blame me, Obi other than they themselves. But history is what saying say anytime I be election, you be what electoral laws be people try to blame anybody other than they themselves. Sana history are trying. In 1992, you call election you lose ye. Enumpona MPP for ye GD say ye weni abano I throw the stolen verdict. Among 4 P can same P for Professor Dubois. 1996 ye call ye lusu ye among 4 P can send for President Kufuor. Among 4 crack can MPP 4 ebinem eka say President Kufuor pe akonya dia onko agro gajanhye ne mbobo akonya ma no nko tena so woni fie. Ebinem sanka say President Kufuor kra ne ho jododo. Na ye pobia manaba beje power free NDC for sema ye nyi obi an nisu ehye because that time President Rawlings na nisu ehye ye obi an nisu ehye na President Kufuor kra no oye mama ba omusan kan biom say President Kufuor kra no okonfo no chia ka to wo say asantini bi ani ho obenya power ana authority ana to me nchen ye nana asantimanwura o se ade yo otumfo o say tutu obi ani obenya to me nchen nti no President Kufuor de oya asantini ni 20 mindi mampani mani ye me pacho mgidi se otisansem ni ye bi
yetebro sokura
enti no emaye nto abane ma President Kufuor but the delegates then were clearing their mind say people be obema yen power President Kufuor delegates ne fi ko eto abama President Kufuor according to the 2000 election o win ye no ngrofo na no mo kasa ansem ne fa President Kufuor ho no After almost win now, we're winning as a result of the collective Ejuma winning the 2000 election. Be a new or the credit in the President Kufuor say because of the candidature of President Kufuor, you lose the 2000 you winning the 2000 election. You call 2004 you win here, and also say almost say Nkansah President Kufuor Modimbo almost say oh yen NPP for house to house near the idea here nintina you win here. You call 2008 you lose here the candidate Kufuor do call you lose here MPP for na binam kasi candidate Kufuor do there or kasakura Ghana for nye day ente almost candidate Kufuor do there Ghana for pe obi oye 10 gram sebe omo de ne height kasi ni party tia de ontimi ndi mampani no mo pe obi oye 10 gram ti se owura alankojo Kyeremanteng a o si forma ye be hu se bemanie na candidate Kufuor do de ne kwa Ghana for to aba ma no fi se sebe mpanifo ani oye ni party tia e kan sem bia ensem fata e fa candidate Kufuor do but the delegates were clear in their mind e repeat ni biom the court 2012 ye ni the AC ye court you and I were not there and no cry we no so no san crofo na san kan sem but the delegates again were clear in their mind say ye po bia man we ni power ma ya e Kufuor do e repeat the candidature of President Kufuor do in 2016 the court 2016 na ye win ye san go for ni ma say mo kan wan ka so Kufuor do ye dey ba engineer win yo almost say hi MPP for from a board nationwide no and I'm MPP are winning by 1 million votes, you know. Nobody gave credit to President Kufuor ne running mate then Dr. Baumia. Almost house to house I year no anything you win here. 2020 say win yes no mo kan. It is a 2024 Dr. Baumia kono akolusu a. Of course we expect say ebinim be sorry akeka nsem say Dr. Baumia and I dey and am I lose. It is expected. But MPP say ya manyoku a ye nia loss no na aboyen pusa ano bia ante ne ho ase ninti no the National Executive Committee tina say no muka say no we have to investigate the entire MPP elusu say into mu put up a committee led by the venerable honorable Professor Michael Kwe, former Speaker of Parliament. I'm going to go across the 276 constituencies and the Ghana for the party for could do commerce. I didn't know 2020 nkofo eto abama ye nemu 2.1 million MP ankoto aba in 2024. Enye so omkoto aba ma NDC o. Omo MP ankoto aba kura. Now head data no so data ne kire say President Mahama win the 2024 election by 1.7 million votes. Na kire say nkofo eto aba ma MPP in 2020 no. Say nkofo na pie koto aba ma MPP in 2024 and I can nipa back for crambe kanwa and we need the 2024 elections. In the 2024 elections, we lost because our people just didn't go out to participate in the elections. And to hand this for vote in 2020, 100,000 votes spent in 2024. But just what I say, and you know, committee no call around to the Ghana for a can say chair committee. In some Ghana for kind, it been say almost back, for instance, Oba. Patrol higher constituency be. Asokwa Oba Asokwa constituency a. Omo say Asokwa edwedifo man no e ka say Ghana near MPP abaye de to bi ba e friend 11. Na no mo mpesa 11 no. Because ko KJT akọ Bantima, okọ Accra, Mokola, kwa Gbogbulo shini ade a. Omo say momo no edwedifo man say no ano mo di dwuma. Oko Swami magazine a omusi momo na no omudi dwuma na MPP for the ade bi ba ye friend E11 MPP for de ba no mo ka kire MPP for say mo famba na so MPP for entie no mo de ba nti omo de edu ti ebeto aba no omo tena fie wo fufu de omo mpia nkoto aba ebiem boys e wa sokwa ese eni kumase eni ba bia Ghana hafa ne ni na ba bia se ye de tax bi ba ne friend betting tax omuso odds no ano mutwa de twa omo ho kakra omo wini a na aban de omo nsa e kan omo bet winnings na omo de aban de ba no omo ka kira aban ni say ade a MPP for omo de ba ne de ebe ha mu oni empe be MPP for we had to bulldoze our way through to get the betting tax passed e yo omo ya nti no edu si ebe kwakoto aba no omo mpia nkoto aba ebiem omo se de ade bi ba ya ne friend domestic debt exchange program DDEP wow investment wo bia no interested that so na binding in sakai almost say dey affected 1.8 million people in the middle class. When you say MPP is with you, you appeal to the middle class. A middle class party. That is the perception. Say MPP a middle class party. And you know, say I no MPP for the yes, I come music and Nobekaya, the former Chief Justice Munyako, yeah, Picket to a finance ministry near the almost said they need to manko tuaba. And in same Kikahu, Ken must go 88 MPs. Our MPP Musori say was here Palm finance minister. President Akufo-Addo so not on your monya adwin say was say your Palm finance minister until ye back and forth call parliament senja near the idea. Almost as idea na ye MPs no any party for ni be sorry say your Palm finance minister president in no manya you know almost say MPP looking disoriented. They didn't know that they didn't find any reason say omo sorry am atia kwasala ya to about MPP. After so almost idea ba ko pa nti o man ko to abani say na cost of living kosoro. Because we can 3 days am yakoto election akoto abano ye to fango boom. Na amount for so kita 100 cedis correct say na kita 10 cedis. Amount for complaining cement block cost iron rods cost exchange rate cost ni ade into almost cost of living no e cost no many mu ayedin into no mpia nkoto aba. This is the amount for catch Professor Michael Kwea or the share the report mu into almost mpia nkoto aba. In Professor Michael Kwea report, the baby anywhere report and the car say Ghana for MPN Kotua, baby say not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kramodin. Baby anywhere report in the car say Ghana for Kotua because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said be office stream. Baby anywhere Ghana for car say or MPN Kotua, baby say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia unim kasa. I know the dim batem, I know near so far Kontokwa, and I say unim kasa there be. And nowhere in the report any blaming the 2024 electoral defeat on the personality or the religion of the candidate or the tribe of the candidate. Nowhere. We as our Professor Michael Kwea report. Asante region had a party in Sonoshe. Oka MPP and one Asante region. Yeah. In the Asante regional party, so can so Montia say the entire baby a 2 about MPP timina 1.6 million. Now you 2 about now you voting swat by 60%. It was here him. It's a Asante regional party led by Chairman WONTUMI, any honorable Chairman Zabonsu, any MP say waha, honorable Mampong MP, Aprechum Sapone, senior MPs na you free any other MP say what Ashanti Virginia come who so see a year research who did Ashanti region MP and Kotuaba. Now more research report about first reason the Ashanti region for MP and Kotuaba they say almost swami interchange 8 years MPP for Intimania Honhe. Into the traffic any inconvenience ba swami into omu feel say MPP ndwen Ashanti region into omu fu ye ndino man koto aba no again omu si Kumasi inner city roads ofa Bantama Kwabri east okọ Ebuakwa omu si Ebuakwa kwan asei omu si Kwabri kwan asei omu si Odotobri be kwan ayeden asei omu si okọ Fomina kwan asei omu si oba efija kwa abre ni ade ni a rose no omo ehun rose bia wo ho enti no mo complain ya say mfuturo boyen aban ni enti man fa ye ni amba be hwebo enti no mo bu free omo ankoto aba e kan sempi ka ho e be kan 11 ni betting tax ni ade ni a e sam be ka say afi Ashanti region kra no DCs ni bro no mo ni omo MPs enkasa chairman bi wo no ni DC nkasa DC ko commission project o si we dey PC say animo MP say anim na DC mi anamaye PC so ko commission street light project na Astro Tefa o si DC say animo abainin say anim na ye meme MP no na maye den maye eti say say my course ni a no cumulative look at ni aboma ni abema ema MPP fo e wo Kumasi bufu ye o mampia ankoto aba e be kan cost of living ho asem say ebinim kra report no kra ba bi ka say even kra MTTD for no mo ha police taxi driver for the trotro for adwen wo Kumasi ntini ni aka ngina Kumasi driver for the taxi for MP akoto abanyam na meka we report ni na eka report ni ba bia ni wa ka say Ghana for anasa Asante ma MP akoto aba ma MPP because Dr. Bawumia ye kraboni if we say Asante for jitu say Ghana no ebinim free baby ni ye free baby ni aka ye ho abom na ya te Ghana oba Kumasi ya yo aswasi zongo yo zongo communities yo zongo chiefs oba Kumasi ha Fanti 40 ha oba Kumasi ha Lata 40 ha Asante region obia ye ni ye free baby na ye ni ya ba begu Ashanti region. Minji this will be or Ashanti region be Asantini. I don't think so. It's Ashanti for they respect diverse tribal opinions, and then they also acknowledge say yeni and yentimi nya Asante for enye dey ema ni nye. It do man ka say Dr. Baumia enya ka ni ntino man koto. But no way Asante for nya tribalistic. Again, oman ka say Dr. Baumia every esum Allah ntino man koto aba because of the religion. Ntino man koto aba. Be sa nyoma ntina omububo so say man koto aba. Enti no minu abema uwi amusa dan kwaso ye report CDD ye report ebe nia no ni nia de bia ni wa e ka say MPP lost the 2024 elections due to the candidature, the religion or the personality of our presidential candidate. Omo make this argument ni nia emotional argument e fan to baby data bia ni wa support this argument ni fan to baby. But you see you lose election na se fia kunya beto na se ade share prayer me nia let me see on your show. Omo contesting ni nipa 5 presidential aspirants ni a omo ni omo sefata omo ni omo MPP fo omo ni omo asom party no omo ni omo aboa party no enti me metina hankasa enti obia omo ni aye party for in good standing na se bi omo qualify kra na anka the presidential elections committee no den e disqualify omo, but they all qualify in one way or the other obia aboa party no, but say pe to me in 2028 there will be a can say Dr. Baumia near the neba obenya to me. And say Dr. Baumia the kita franca ne dada omuni omu person omu franca free ni nsem no obi akoranda no obi aka nsem for Dr. Baumia konkonsan ntro ne binim de nam konkonsan number 1 a omo de nam ne say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne ho nya akono na ye de neba 10 times ye be lose 10 times me gidi say what is ansem ni. If you say Ghana for MP Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, wouldn't him say Ufa Ghana says that's all you man penny few the second most popular politician, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Day in, day out, but your own out radio so. We did this over newspaper be Dr. Mahmoud Baumia who was him. Maybe I can who was him. Gold for reserves program, reserves program, yeah, be. Gold board for and then we taking home credit at Bank of Ghana for credit because you see the young then it's just a result of foundational MPP for layer with the gold for reserves gold purchase program, gold for reserves program, gold for oil program the lays our foundation intin and yetimenya sa economic stability NDC for a witnessy. Enti Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is very popular. Okay. And then ukofie bia mu a nipa no any MPP t-shirt or NDC t-shirt. So NDC t-shirt I want any name that so John Mahama by election BM. Or MPP t-shirt I want any name that so Dr. Baumia. Into Dr. Baumia no Fibia across the country they know him. It is not true. Say Dr. Baumia you the neighbor 10 times and you will lose 10 times. If you say Ghana hey historical trajectory there. Obi a waba say opeso di mampani bia na na Ghana for nto abama ne mampani bia on the first attempt in Ghana for born ehwe ho omo ani lusu because Ghana for answer no mode mampani akonya ne be hye wonsa na wo so omo so wakoma hwe ansa na mode ahye wonsa. You have to test your resilience, they have to test your formidability. Etu hwe president ku for 96 oba Ghana for born ehwe ho but delegate ni repeat no 2000 and obe wi ni ye candidate Akufo-Addo about 2008 Ghana for born ehwe ho 2012 Ghana for born ho, but the delegates were clear in their mind. Omu repeating in 2016 na Ghana for the akonya ne share ne nsa. They say, okay, NDC for kra no almost copy the same thing. Candidate Mills, Professor Mills, 2000 oba and Ghana for born ho because then the first time 2004 Ghana for born ho. But NDC for because omu need the value political consistency no. Omu repeat Professor Mills 2008 and oba we ne John Mahama, obi anim dey see 2012. John Mahama President Mills who year 6 months to the election. John Mahama take over election. It's an election. Obi anim ya you say na sympathy vote. Because so TV no nyuma no mo bo ane ye diare ho obona angels free soro aso President Mahama nsa na atamos aso ne nsa oba ko no mo hwim ne kosoro. Any outbreak one year, yes, and you want no more. The 2012 election was not an issue-based campaign. Obi and no bit back at the 2012 president Mahama, but no castle Bobby and OBC. Campaign Krawan Kobi. And you have one you no much to my tutum. Hanabisu to me friend in my what Ghana here no musu. Aye, Professor Mills say the age I it was a sympathy based election. But I know sir, it was a Ghana for the man on a silver platter. So in the year 2016. At that time, it was the unprecedented electoral defeat in this country because we say, yeah, the man quite force on Oba, you know, the IMF. Oba, no, my teacher, nurses, unemployed graduate association. Oba, no, my inflation skyrocketed for about 20-something%. Oba, no, my CD, yet a dollar no, akos to change CD. What my fan go work cost, Oba, the doom so about share con. Oba, no, a nurse for near a teacher 4 years, Juma 3 years, I know it you make 3 months. One for Buama Ghana for into Musho no red card in 2016 election. No Musho no red card in 2016 election. I'm them kasi aye John Mahama Baba you. Kasi John Mahama baby mu. Oh, yenya ye kebi. Say John Mahama the ohia ne politics ne dia aye. Ne phone na oye was Savannah region onya da je ma phone. Na say Ghana man pe nipa dia own the BBM. But esa say NDC for any the value political consistency. Omunim say Ghana for reward the political consistency. Almost that John Mahama about 2020. 2020 normally John Mahama, but normally say John Mahama be lose, but more than a buy. John Mahama buy, you know, better vote this from 1 million to 500,000. No, almost under about 2024.
And that's all.
Me patch anyone Ghana man penny. Yeah, John Mahama. It's in Ghana, Hano. Ghana for rewarded political consistency. Dr. Bawumia so about 2024. Onusu lusuye. But the delegates today are clear their mind. Say no more yama kufua. Tamomudi kufua baby in 2000. No, a month for na a binim a month for binim or more MPP mo can send for President Kufuor hono. Sana no more year after Dr. Bawumia. Senya omo yama candidate Kufuor in 2012 and 2016. A more de babium. A month for can sema and sem fata. A month for binim nipa be 2-3 binim. E can sema and sem fata. Efa candidate Kufuor. The same thing on Dr. Bawumia. Into the delegates are clearing their mind, say they are guided by history of this party. They are guided by the political consistency over time. No, actually say yede udunso egufakwa ene twehu. Na me bema. There is one interesting thing. Bigusu answer concern number 1. Yeah. So say Dr. Bawumia ho nya akono. There is one interesting thing about Ghana higher political consistency. Say man penny bia wabab Ghana ha bia obi one ne kwa abato and hand over power man man penny bia etbumi anhwe chart no 1996 so Rollins ne win here 2000 Pacho Rollins hand over power man wan Kufuor ne Rollins ko contest 1996
yes
2004 Kufuor ne say win here 2008, Pacha win a win election. Professor Mills. Yeah. Professor Mills ni Kufuor contest in 2000 and 2004. And in 2008, Kufuor hand over power by Professor Mills. In 2012, and the India in the CA, Fufia to attack President Mills ni baby koi. In 2016, me Pacha wana ne win here. Kufuor. Yeah. Me Pacha John Mahama handi over power ma Kufuor. John Mahama ne Kufuor ko contest in 2012. Me pacho in 2020 say Kufuor ne san win here no san succeed no. In 2024 why ne win here? John Mahama. Yeah. John Mahama or ne Kufuor ko contest in 2020. 2024 Dr. Bawumia ko you lose 2028. Say John Mahama ko. Why no be hand over power man? Dr. Bawumia because on in the core contest in 2024 into a chat because Ghana for
history
a political consistency. Ghana for him said there is value in political consistency, and the delegates are clearing their mind say almost is a chat. They visit chat na yeden at all. Almost is a chat, no, because everything in the Fourth Republic. That is what the history tells us. So be our baby, or be on any contest here and hand over power man. It is the history is going to continue in 2028. So John Mahama and Dr. Bawumia contest here in 2024. John Mahama be hand over Dr. Bawumia, and that is how the history, goes on and it goes on and it goes on. It will be the catcher say Dr. Bawumia and Honya Konoa and Fino. Now on sa concern number 1 now concern baby concern as I shall see a year throw number 2 ni say say Dr. Bawumia no ka buy no economic management team on
yes Yes,
no, no,
yes.
that. Oh,
and no, you're more catching again.
Concerning them, I'm listening now.
Yeah.
Concern number 2, no, I'm saying Dr. Bawumia, no economic management team.
But lectures, yeah, no, deal.
Into economy, na say, Dr. Bawumia, na economy, ni say. Into my end to Obama, Minia. The first question I was say, beside your say, economic management team, the bad idea. The bad idea, ni ati who's an economic management team, the bad idea. Say, call into governance, president, no. Meeting various teams are almost on various subjects. And to where President Mahama Bayi, what it be a friend of the 24-hour economy advisory council. Omuko 2 mampenini for on 24-hour economy. And the economic management team ni a team bia mampenino ekesi eni se eba the matters of economy a omuno muntu nefo. Team na Dr. Bawumia ka ho. Na Professor Jamba for ka ho. Na Honorable Kenofo Yata ka ho. Na Honorable Akuto say a free ka ho. Na a huge team. Me pacho team no medjuma ye ba akopɛ. Medjuma ni so mo betu mampani nefo on matters of economy. Now as a lawyer, minim say ye ka say advisor who tu obi for adipa no pe ano ye den. Me a lawyer.
Offer.
Me a lawyer, me client abet na manim. Client ni so lawyer say ni na pese me ye. Na lawyer me tu ne for say advisor me dey ma ye ABCD. Na client ne ka chem say lawyer if na anase client na nka hwe kra na okono ye opposite. Me pacho me lawyer no meti ma force client ni so onye dia maka chere so. That is why it is called advice. It is an advice. Nipa ne pa no fa ofa.
Enye order say
order. Because we share mra ni ma, we share 1992 constitution na vice president no the constitution article somewhere in article 68 clear say the vice president works at the pleasure of the president. The president ne pese o vice president no ye no eno na obeye intine ne obehwe na na je no poku agemai oni adwuma bia ya agise wanti say ye bi wo ba bi no ginase because obeka ya sometime in 2011 ana John Mahama vice president no and the energy minister John Jinapo ana that time no in his spokesperson catch there say vice president the adwuma ne say obe move from wedding to wedding from funeral to funeral no agenchi ankwa and then the vice president no adwuma me ne ya adwen if it's a vice president no share your constitution ni ma na adwuma bia yo say vice president no na obey see and as a vice president no na obey manage the economy. There is nowhere in the constitution that say vice president in the economy nation inside. There is nowhere. And then no here NDC for omunya economic progress kakra no me pacho wan no mo bona baso. Is it not the finance minister? And the Bank of Ghana governor. And then omu boss ami jemfi kura baso. Na so nti so bia ebo the vice president na baso because they acknowledge say the economic management it's not within the ambit or the purview of the vice president. And the vice president eduma say obey economy, but fortunately for us no strategy I fire going into the 2016 election they say na NDC for no matter get President Akufo-Addo because he reviewed the entire lose 2008 and 2012 no ye hu ni say NDC for no mo de one way si Akufo-Addo ho omo kan ya di trophy Akufo-Addo ho aka say Akufo-Addo kra se bi onu wi e kan se men sem fata Akufo-Addo kun ne yere ne sa nyama NDC for kan se ma na tan ye ni nyan e fa Akufo-Addo ho. And the party penifo international say going into the 2016 election, the strategy is simple. Akufo-Addo and take engine and change na Dr. Bawumia lead the fight. Into Dr. Bawumia na the fight no NDC for ne so. And then we trouble mo John Mahama the incompetent one. Na John Mahama bofu no obedi Bawumia tema na Bawumia trouble no when the exchange the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Hey, NDC for neja omo be di na times omo di na tema ma John Mahama na ka say Dr. Bawumia kana nuntum no kro di mampeni da no nim say na mampeni di etie into okasa do won kana nuntum. But also guys answer minia until the 2016 election was heated. When President Akufo-Addo fair chire na okoje akonya no in 2016 okọ win election. 2016 election in the Jack no Ukraine minim ye cancel because na election mu ayeshi na ni braba pa ye sem na ye kan no so no ye started ye no from 2017 to 2019 ye record economic growth agriculture corner nim ye reduce unemployment, you reduce inflation. So time near IMF program I say abani to me say STR will now me free IMF I say safely you manage your debt, you manage your physical consolidation ne ade fiscal deficit ne ehon sem ninia you manage san yesika sem ninia you manage san sem ninia until sometimes 2020 ya ribi bebo wi ase ninia your friend COVID-19 ama your economy ne core in distress. Now we hear kra na me twe etiefo adwea ko bibi so say ye ba abem 2017 ko kan budget vice president or the finance minister na koye but 2018 enyo on ne koye itutu say fiti o
enyo ne call presentation or
parliament because the economic management is in the hands of the finance minister and the Bank of Ghana governor eyembra na aka obi ani wo betima challenge me say Ghana hambra wo baby e kire say economic management no vice president himself. All what the vice president can do is to advise. He cannot interfere in anybody's work. So advise it. That's at the end of the day. Finance minister no finance minister no finance minister no find here juma. Me pacho then a vice president ni betima here. But because the guys at the point E11 cry not on also one Nigeria kakra ewo E11 no na Dr. Baumia ewo Nigeria. But you see then again I bring you back to the constitution say Dr. Baumia constitution say as vice president you work at the pleasure of the president. Inti no so wa adwen kura na wa adwen no sebe endru ba bia the president in the person in no be me pa just what the American say but Dr. Baumia ka times with that number say enyama ekọ ye wo MPP administration ni mu nia no ka ho bi enyama nkọ ye ni nia so no ka ho bi oje blame no but it is unfair so be because economy ne ko distress mu a ye blame Dr. Baumia. It is unfair and it is illogical. Nani pa no ni masema oka. Me pa just what I didn't ene economy ni ko ye na ndisi for omum blame omum fa ye praise ni ama vice president no. I didn't know omunya ni sa. Yeah. But just what because your vice president adwuma. Yeah. Enye vice president adwuma. Inti no eno so sa konkonsa no so no. Ye fan to baby. Concern number 3 and intro number 3 or the name say Dr. Baumia Krano or ye outsider. Now Dr. Baumia Krano ni yere enye Ghana ni. Now Dr. Baumia Kra ye MPP no onye dey on kan bi. And I say ye ti MPP no Dr. Baumia nkan bi. But just what is antro no. No kra woman ni say and I say the woman ni say MPP eye kuoku UP the Northern People's Party, any other alliances are omuka omhubo na ebeda ne MPP. Na MPP no offer the Northern People's Party nipa no ye the vice president of the Northern People's Party and then Kebeka ni the general secretary of the Northern People's Party no na emumu ni Baumia. That is Dr. Baumia's father. It's Dr. Baumia's father was a founding member of the Northern People's Party. And to be a papa, I can't why a MPP. You then cast the bar outsider. Yeah. Sabe in 1992, na Dr. Baumia no this saying Obeka say no one kasa enko count me enti MPP. But just what I say, let's face the reality. I don't know what this say.
That time usakura.
And this any papa na build legacy na man no about to us. Why do you call him an outsider? Number 2, Dr. Baumia is the only politician in MPP today who has been part of our last 5 consecutive presidential elections. The only politician, not forget to say President Akufo-Addo hostel, but the only politician. I didn't think America sir. In 2008, but you saw the President Akufo-Addo na choir as vice presidential candidate. 2012, when President Akufo-Addo na choir as vice presidential candidate. 2016, when President Akufo-Addo na choir as vice presidential candidate. 2020 on the President Akufo-Addo na as vice presidential candidate. 2020 on na as presidential candidate. President Akufo-Addo Ankobi. Yeah. So he's the only politician in MPP. He's been part of the last 5 consecutive presidential electoral processes in this country. Obi any MPP more was our history. Obi any ho.
Tonight you say ya part do
Obi any ho was our history in MPP and Obi any ho. Said the last 5 consecutive presidential elections 5 times consistently in the last 20 years. election bi a be ko Ghana ha bia say Ghana for nkosa line ko to aba bia in the last 20 years na Dr. Bawumia ho bo mu bi obi ani wo MPP mo was sa rich electoral experience no obi ani bi enti obi sa no ka so ye hoho a o pa kire say because just what that make am say party in election akọ 2008 besi na 20 years ni election bi a yakobia nipa no ho bo mu bi nipa ne dey ye hoho. So you see when they say some of these things keke you don't even find the logic in some of these things that they say. Sata mana nipa ne koni na ne yere we na ne yere ni ne nchen nti be ka de ne yere ni nya Ghana ni a te bi me ka say free fa nyansa be ne wom me just what the American say ya no one bo ya o say bia ye wo company mu say WONTUMI communication na be bia obi aye adwuma bia aye adwuma boutique ye adwuma restaurant now the restaurant na ye adwuma for 20 years now for restaurant ni general manager I resign and I say ya pam no na ye say ye general manager foforo na wo ni restaurant na ye adwuma for 20 years a restaurant no at the papa be at two restaurants ni be on the restaurant ni jirem at the boni be at two restaurants be on the restaurant for 20 good years e be now your deputy ma men kan say kura now your deputy general manager for the restaurant for 20 years because a vice presidential candidate or a deputy for 20 years na general manager na free ho ni yes ye probia man abedi general manager na nemu a na oba ye say board and I say edwumaku e wo organization ni mu enhwe no mo fa onye general manager no bi sure ka say okra lo ye wofo ye start organization na won kan obi a menu enye ya ya
oko court no ne yi no
de sacrifice and okra le minyamba oye was sacrificing the entire adult life 20 years of a person's life in the ketwa was sacrificing 20 years of their life as a front runner, not just as a member of the MPP. All of us can be members of the MPP. Some can go for 5-year contest. Or many they were members of the MPP. But Dr. Bawumia was a front runner for the past 20 years. Atemen NDC for ndi no kroma. NDC for engineer almost supporting candidate be against Dr. Bawumia no, because when you say Dr. Bawumia no, he poses a great threat to them. Even in the NDC. There is no politician omiti Dr. Bawumia ne track record na owono.
Issue-based politics. He stands tall.
He stands tall.
He's the introduce society with facts and figures.
Absolutely. On the third point, say Dr. Bawumia is stranger. Yeah, 2012 election ni we yeah the assembly court and MPP for you believe say you win election by you we I the assembly court and you put be a good dia dance after I remember free as me say hey me tu kwa yo o free obenti say hey me yari o me nye unavailable o free we say me and you be a man ko dia dance but that time ne ko Dr. Bawumia had to take the pain say we ko dia dance now as a lawyer so me say enye easy say obekokota ko gina adaka mo ko dia dance because especially Kwaku shia lawyers be o ma ben say chachuchi kata ne Tony Lita ne ma on hwe yo mu begu anima se a ufri courtroom apie ni na political career ba wie because wo be mo hu say no se be we empty head na wa be gina adaka mo no so what the American say enti no be esuro so be kwa wo gina adaka ni mo because be adwe wo say na because gina adaka nim na ma hu me nsem ka yi a ade su yi wo TV so wani megwase just a fair be count no but Dr. Bawumia must start the courage can say obeye okoye so wan gudi ho ani mase ye nia ye nim how otimi distinguishing no mo Ghana ha obia timiti ase appreciate say 2012 election dey o hwe pink sheet dey dey compare pink sheet the MPP for na win here but me as lawyer in bim na I understand the reason why the Supreme Court concluded with a decision because keke okokota ene long kwana judges no omudi make decision no omo apply bibia ye friend judicial wisdom sa judicial wisdom ni law book mu eye nyansa fie nyansa ne the wisdom of the law and omo apply just imagine say ye de mampani esi akonya so for 8 months from January to August na ya kokota wie na Supreme Court na ka say mampani ne ye de na tena so no No, yes, sitting president at the time. And we electoral commission declared as winner. Must sitting president at the time. Ni sorry, infra kunyano so no opposition government better na kunyano so. Then I give the beba Ghana ha. And come gidisa by now. Can fourth republic near democracy? I enjoy and keba and kabebi. And get the political instability na beba. It made them here. It was part of the considerations in Tia Supreme Court now arrived at a 5-4 decision. Say, can't mean Nkansah Mampenia Watana Kunya so 8 months and sorry no position better now. So even though say on the face of the pink sheet in Warwini, that is judicial wisdom. And I salute the Supreme Court for that decision. I think say it was a very good decision that protected the democracy of this country. But it was clear say at the end of the day, MPP assembled there. And then President Guvadu Kreka Inatumu concession speech. They say decision there on the court, Juma. But in the interest of the political stability and the national coherence of this country, what you to? Because the President Guvadu was a lawyer, so he understands that decision it was more of judicial wisdom rather than legal wisdom. Yeah. He appreciates it. But just what they make
because you can also he disagrees.
He disagrees. All of us disagrees with the substantive legal position of the court in that matter. But in the interest of political stability, Ghana MPP, we can never choose MPP over Ghana because MPP nation Ghana say. Now say Ghana share MPP why never be this one. And in MPP say Ghana, yeah the Ghana see ho, yeah the MPP see ho. Me say MPP ni bia be Ghana, eja MPP. Because Ghana no, na ewo yenian be bia edom Ghana ansa na MPP. Say Ghana anywhere MPP ni ho. That is the reality. People just what the American say. And President Akufo-Addo considered that. And sa concern say Dr. Baumia or outsider no, another illogical end.
Mbate, Kwazi. Remember what you are who make
we are concerning you.
We are hold on.
We are concerning you.
The gas of another one. So we are concerning.
Concern number 4. Any year cost you.
4 no na be remu na me se ma me nto ade kakra. Why? Na je wa ho me kakra na be nto ade sima kakra na yenko yenim. Na wo de bia fe no wachi wafidie de aba beto ado ba be sra kai obio se wontumi TV so enie na ene enyubre to Ghana jubedie yi so ye lawyer Kwesi Buche Junior ena yede no twetwe nkomo wo de se enchekra NPP for ekwa akotoaba na nipaduma ejina no ye yiba ko a obeba betu franka de ama amayoku NPP na ene ewie lawyer Kwesi Buche Junior said you no lawyer that so the na so ye bram mranimfo ono akroya aid to a year Dr. Mahamadou Baumia or a political aid to a year Dr. Baumia. Into other the other no exchange komo wa do be there. Memfa we emfema na fe ben samra a year lawyer Kwesi Buche Junior in chain. And if what a cracker yade kwa kotuaba NPP kotuaba no where you be obeba betu franka e de ama party no. Ya kai wo say a year WONTUMI TV sa 31st January 2026 no near ebe koso bebia ye beto abebia no ye tena ha na ye de djubedie no abro sada no ebe ye dabe meneda into WONTUMI TV and radio 101.3 FM ewo Kumasi Western Diamond TV and afi WONTUMI radio 101.3 FM ewo Takrade Billionaires TV and WONTUMI radio 101.3 ewo Sehwioso and afi Northern Gold and WONTUMI radio 100.9 FM and also ewo Tamale na nye kosubia ya kanchira say network ni nyina no ye bekova na sada no eye oheneba nana esiedu sada no oheneba nana esiedu eye PM ebetna se ewo akonya nso biankasa nkasa nso sada no magim akonya ewo ha afi nana kunadu abupra ewo Takrade eye Western Diamond ono nso beba bekan ye ho ha na ono nso agi akonya ya obuna samwa enso ewo Billionaires TV ono nso beba ha diye gina Northern Gold for obia beba na yesinkunya wa na che se ye koso wo tokuro bia mu ye se panie na beto from krana ye de bebro it is ada no memme se eye show no e wo wontumi TV so enti wona asoyasne maye de sada no 31st January jumedie no ebro no amuzu garlic bitters or waist and back pains no obes wasoyasne maye de jumedie ebro enti besro kona kope amuzu garlic bitters nibi sisei de enyo bi na beka kiro enyo bi ne beka kiro mu amagia tumu dada amuzu garlic bitters it kope bi ekira kwan sanso na cement vita and also eboa mamuja no edi umu afu sane kama enti eno no so wo pom number is 0240 616061 cement vita and no 0240 616061 and afi 020 5573 555 grow fine herbal tonic and so asoyasne for 31st January and no waposo ye oya and no so wouldn't be a ye number to be from esiso 0244 596 532 that's 0244 596 532 afi executive herbal and also say be a stroke account to be a situation be a mujabros yare and also bet me a 0240 211 709 211 709 it's I don't know so from executive herbal omono emna ebe pick call now be episode will be web some last but not least Abba Herbal Center omo specialized treatment of all kinds of eye problems. It's Abba Herbal Center. When ni ya ko nako huom. Mediomo number number is 0541 565 199. 0541 565 199. It's wenum ena asoyasnia sada do yedi jumedie no ebebro. Before we femna fiye to ayen komo so Kitima Herbal Center. Misro yariemu enemu yareboni biano se etetewa weni chire Kitima Herbal Center na obekwa akoto doctor no ewo hodom behwe kama ode na boafo Kitima Herbal Center kumase ase ide omo sepase nkawie kwan no so wodoma Kitima Herbal Center STI biano ewodin kwade afo weni chire Kitima Herbal Center obanso no ebia na sabe producer ahimfi ho vaginal discharge ebia na chese wa utumu sebe wase wono no eho ya bibia eha wadwene bia urine yi bia no fako hodum obehwe kama itume to be Africa Kitima for ewa ahmatrofo so number is 0246 914 717 0246 914 717. So lawyer Kwasiboche Jr. right here in the studio. Lawyer na o ka kokonsani bia na ba bia no lawyer edu. Niema bia manfo kana bonten. A cheso obo kire se edu nti Dr. Bawumia de ai obo na ese se dabi otube be president omo mfa no emba de okro de ba e na lawyer eyi ne ba ko a na wachire buntie edo so na no okwa me ton ade kakra nti lawyer
ene de me ba ha se me be ye nioma mienu pe ye dikan konkonsa ne ntro ne koso me ba be yi a to so mienu dia Dr. Bawumia ba obeye e na meka konkonsa number 5 so ho na ne
yeah
say Dr. Bawumia kura ni krom fo anto aba ma
yeah
Pajoso wa TV.
Oh yes.
Say Dr. Bawumia kura ni krom fo no o wan to aba
ma. Onya hwe.
Na ye ne ba di krom fo no o mo san to aba ma ni bio. MPP for anytime you be call election you be lose bia no you win 2 regions. You win Eastern region and Ashanti region. 1996 you call election you lose you win Eastern region and Ashanti region. 2008 you call you lose you win Eastern Ashanti. 2012 Eastern Ashanti. 2024 you call election you lose you win 3 regions. You win Eastern Ashanti and Northeast region. Dr. Bawumia infant free of Wale constituency. The Wale constituency a one infant region. I was the Northeast region. Ghana have a name in about the in 2024. Medical see a vote in the call for by 2.1 million. Constituency be a vote call for. 275 constituencies you vote so here. The only constituency you vote sort by 25% the Wale constituency. And a candidate in a constituency. Because you can't
hope na votes no sort.
Hope the whole country. Honorable Dr. Brian Champon constituency. The vote, the constituency, the vote form. A Betifi constituency, maybe a Kwani, the constituency and price. A Betifi constituency, vote in year 2020. A form. Because just what I say. Ebiem honorable Japan cried and the constituency in the Lusu MP no. Ye lusu seat no. Ye lusu seat no. Into constituency bia no, ye vote conform. The only constituency I appreciate ye vote was the Wale constituency. I Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Ekrom. Into so because the Chrome of one to Abama now. Where is the data? Where is the proof? And you no correct. Sa concern no we are no more saying the concerning trophy fra to us say zongo for kra anya dey anto aba. Na zongo communities e Ghana ha ni zongo police station ba ko pe eni ewini ya eye futu zongo. Mi wa dipa no kasa asem na ne refi say abetifi zongo ye wini ye. In fact, the performance of MPP in the zongo communities in 2024 was far better than our performance in 2016 and 2020. In 2016 and 2020, the performance in the zongo communities was about 25%. In 2024, the performance in the zongo communities was about 45%. Increase here. It was because zongo polling stations, ye lusu zongo polling stations, without due respect, and no correct. It is untrue for anybody to say that. But you see, one of the reasons why the zongo vote as expected, and I make a way so. Once MPP yeba abem in 2017, the idea be by a near friend the Zongo Development Fund. I say the no nebe boa zongo sana. Specifically, 2017 to 2020, yeah idea as a buying. Ya ma yini ko ho disbezis ka ko ho. Obekaya ya the doctors ko Cuba from the Zongo communities ko sua there because okaya chief imam ko president Akufo-Addo ko de ko to nanim say won say sebe ye nuanom kramofo no say obi ka ba bi kura na omo processes omo ye no e different from senior other religion and other tribes and so aye omo there because we say omo kamoye nuanom kramofo no obi free mo 3 days or say 2 days we say akopa nipa ne kra bre. But others no yetimi ye post mortem e bitimi she fridge mu kura 1 year 6 months near there into omo processes near different. So they pleaded with the president saying omo pese anko Nkansah timinya Islamic pathologist omo so omo te processes na say from a religious perspective say be se kramoni bi to omo Nkansah benya Islamic clinics near the idea mortuaries near the idea omo doctors so be hwe omo nti abai ne so tena se hu say it's a very good idea. Nti no I was here training more doctors in that aspect. It is Zongo Development Fund here by 2017 to 2020 But report now, the big guy boss who honorable chairman report in this answer say we abandoned the Zongo Development initiative after the 2020 elections. International my Zongo phone pina were not. That
is a connection no any.
They were dissatisfied. Because a month for no money that's to say, Omobeti menya great crack from the Zongo Development Fund. Niamba. I can force the boy baby say Edidijan and then all those things contributed to the reasons why not just the Zongo communities but across the country why many communities did not simply go out to vote for MPP candidates or to participate in the election. International throne so na says Zongo for MP Ankotoaba. We performed better in 2024 in the Zongo communities than 2016 and 2020. In Kenya no cre. Now, concern the BBM wana. 5 na medru. 5 wedru. The sit concern so I omotai kan any dia way. Sit concern omotai kan say Dr. Baumia among for mo one campaign who yam crofo medidi wa Akufo-Addo abai mu amen. No mo ba beto aso. But just a mutibi. Oh, and then compare
oh, okay. Because I might be crossing there be way no dear line way no wa inti omwe dear train the Bemkrana say so that propaganda so I fly. I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, and then candidates in your more former appointees idiomachi. just what the Americans. It is all because President Akufo-Addo appointees no more corrupt. So what is a candidate because I say no more corrupt no more di Dr. Baomiechia. Candidates ne di wachini ebi so former appointees of President Akufo-Addo administration. Me as a lawyer, I disagree with anybody who would just say appointees of President Akufo-Addo no more corrupt.
Yeah.
So be a corrupt. Yeah. Bring the evidence and take the person to court. It is very easy to sit here and say KK or you're corrupt. Now your man WONTUMI radio no we are my sika. It is very easy to say that.
Evidence beyond
it is very easy to say that. It is our new man so no asema nya no correct because our candidate ni nia no. Ofa ke Japan na the honorable candidate Kennedy Japan or deputy finance minister former Edina Chisteka any ampa be omu di nachi common fund administrator Natoshi oh no kura MMDCs ne se ope nipa ba ko Akufo-Addo abema na ne trimu edempa yes ama me na nyam na make MMDCs ne ne aya no mo kan aya no mete o mo so pe nipa ba ko ne trimu edempa me de minim se de trimu de na trimu de
o say omo na ye adwuma yes it omo work
o say Natoshi no a common fund administrator it no ne MMDCs
omo pon office ne ayi
omo nim ne ye pa ne se bo mo titi afin so se be ka kire so den cheme wa nya dey ye di na chi sa pepepe nti MMDCs ne so po bia na ne trimu edempa na yo no a ene enyo no ye ke Japan right hand man na Japan nam south no nam north ne ade enti no ya obia it's a matter of choice e ye fi akonwa na ababeto obi support obia no nche say I was say ye calling names ne sa nyama no ye ka say we ye nti eno nso no another propaganda and also ekoso etikeke propaganda ne de I hope say metima exhausting me say me jabi wo ma etie fa hwe betima text na ma respond to propaganda ni bi inti nsem ne de kan no moka but Dr. Baomia is clear in his mind dia oba obeba be ya magana fo ope mampania keke wa bre Ghana fo asa na Ghana fo ebeto aba ma obi no they say me go into the conversation why Baomia upe obia Ghana for beto abama na Ghana for epese omuto abama obia wabre into na Ghana hakura na naturally obi befe obi adwuma opese ohwe nipa wabre ansa na wafa na adwuma into na ebisa job experience because ansa na ye befe obi adwuma no yetimi bisa o job experience the cause of job experience 20 years omuzo okay na wabre wo system ye befa wa adwuma because ansa na Ghana ni bia beto abama obi no befa obi adwuma say onhwe na adwuma so man na onhwe o man so no they want to test your resilience, they want to test your formidability, they want to test how you manage suffering and pain. Nene ope Ghana ha politician ba kwa wa brepa wako through suffering mi hu nipa bia wako through adversity and suffering eche Dr. Baomia Adena Mekasa. He's the only politician in the last 3 years, every year be our co-election. Politician be both MPP and DC.
Even in the last 3 years.
The last 3 months. That is the last 25 months. He's been running campaigns consistently in the last 25 months on Jenna Home because we are facing challenges. Every that in the history of this country, 2023, November 4th, near to Prime Minister. Obontoa the whole Ghana called 276 constituencies say into Abaman as MPP flag bearer in 2023. And on November 4th, MPP 4 to Abaman as flag bearer. And you are 1 year time or started the national campaign in April 2024. Say into Abaman as president. And also toured the whole country. And you share November 2023 and then December 2024. Already prime minister now 1 year time presidential elections and also call unim campaign or year call 276 constituency day and night not Dr. Baomia year campaign. Already 2024 now 2025 or some election be as presidential candidate.
Oh, Dr. Abre.
Minia, this comes with financial problems. It comes with health problems. You will say you can't be for friendly meeting say ki adia uye unkwa unhiayen.
But what can say not just November 2023 or qua pro Safed or qua pro constituencies 2024 so was said Chigana 2025 and also what Chigana no politician
and now facing that kind of suffering and adversity in the history of the New Patriotic Party. Into Dr. Bawumia Wabre and history na me kan about political consistency na Ghana for omo probi a Wabre ansa na omo ato abama no. The dear President Mills winning the 2008 election, they say asumdwe hene na Wabre.
Yeah.
And I can tell you for a fact that one of the reasons why President Akufo-Addo winning the 2016 election because na Ghana for se Wabre. And as I can also tell you for a fact that the entire Ghana for to Obama John Mahama in 2024, they say na John Mahama no Wabre. 2028 NDC for the new candidate in Abeba. The entire Ghana for one of the reasons in Jombe to Obama Dr. Bawumia, they said Dr. Bawumia Wabre. That's the reality.
Wabre will deliver. And Wabre.
That's yeah. And no cry there. Delivery there me ba ho.
Delivery no will be our deliver.
Delivery there me ba ho. But one say KK. The reality is that a lot of Ghanaians do things based on emotions. Yeah. It will interest you to know say obi timika say because to aba mo bi if you say ne ho ye me fe.
Mama pedi dada rolling. My pedi we hear the baby call rolling.
So what I say obi timika say hey me there lawyer Kwesi Botwe 2024 ne meto Obama John Mahama bi say John Mahama ne nante ye me fe. I know a lot of people, not one, not two, not three. I catch them say 2024 mon to Obama Dr. Bawumia because of NASA. It is the reality. Me nyo bia me yenya atwom. Me
some of them grounds. Me can call them over.
Keke one TB say amanfo ka say say na nyom kra Dr. Bawumia de sakra no mo mpe. Enti omo nkoto aba. Pacho one TB. Almost they didn't even like the song. And that tells you say Ghanaians, you know, a nyoma nkiti
any issues per se.
It's the same thing over here. Yeah, ambulance helicopter crash you see. Say na Dr. Bawumia kochia John Mahama kochia families niya. So what they na Ghana for ka? Ghana for say esan say sadie no kwanti MPP for mo de Bawumia ba e beto Obama Bawumia. Obi won mo no policy abeka no ono ntie yo obeso hwe nipa ni su. Me just what the American say. And when it comes to the competence about Dr. Bawumia, the track record that he has it. The only vice president with 33 policies. The only vice president with the ideas to create jobs. And then Ebinim say omo co-store any hotels in the end to Obama omo be the president. Because hotels and co-stores no omo wono. Eye dwuma watia eye for omo ankasa omo benefit. At the end of the month, you go for year juma mo sika no wine eba ni bottom. Emba Ghana bottom o. Eba omo ankasa omo bottom. And the people are more for more juma. The people are working for them and they are paying them benye free. Me ba just what in America na say. E ti say chama WONTUMI ka say we bia WONTUMI radio. Afa keke ni Kwesi Botwe adwuma nti no. Ghana front to Obama na NPP front to Obama as president. You see the weakness in the argument. Ye pobia the ideas are creating jobs am on mine no. Okasa asem na be hu say o no ye generational thinker. Who a man of superior intelligence. Dr. Bawumia say an idea created 33,000 jobs with the Ghana Card initiatives. Say Ghana Card 276 constituencies near our reps were no more take fingerprint near the idea of come take you fingerprint. Ghana Card created 33,000 jobs. It was Dr. Bawumia's idea. President Akufo-Addo acknowledges say ambulance are in one constituency, one ambulance be an Dr. Bawumia idea to boost healthcare. Wouldn't just our ambulance in create close to about 2,700 jobs. Ambulance be here driver and spare driver. The ambulance no more 24 hours. And you know, and no kwanu here drivers 3 morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift. As an ambulance be no nurse 4 be miensa and then 9 and a year juma wo. And ambulance be an nipa 5 and a year juma wo. So each ambulance created 5 jobs. That is the reality and the practicability of job creation. EBM ye ba abemu in 2017 no mobile money vendors e work Ghana hania no more 198,000 no mobile money ni na exciting. The reason why ntia na exciting was because of say who use MTN na untimi send this car enko Vodafone, who use MTN na untimi send this car enko mobile money, who use bank account a wontimi send this caso emba mobile money ne saa nkitahudie no ejina ma mobile money ne enye nika obi send us ka free abrochire tiese na no Dr. Kwaku abrochire send me Western Union ya first na nka jise ukosalai our Western Union na onsaka Western Union ska but they said obi wa abrochire o send us ka straight na to momo ne so. It was as a result of the mobile money interoperability idea Dr. Bawumia de buy. Now, as a 2024 MPPA free abem, now mobile money vendors are increasing from 198,000 to 989,000. That's about 800,000 jobs created by the idea of one man. I think they find a job creation. And your cost to a Juma and nipa ni we are nipa na ba be sales amao. You can job creation a beboa e mebuno no. Sustainable jobs. Juma ebe Ghana for. But just what the fact that we see hotel doesn't mean sebe ye ma obedi mampeni obeti ma create jobs ama mebno because jobs in the public sector has any economic growth goes hand in hand. Ofa nipa bebre na unim superior intelligence and dema economic growth cause how do you even generate revenue to pay your public sector workers? And there are two different things. Me patcho say what the American say. It's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say a ban ideas any superior intelligence are the creative jobs owobi. Again, why Dr. Bawumia? Dr. Bawumia ene Ghana ha medical about the market value. Baby obeko bia Ghana for at Dr. Bawumia nka. Unim say internal prime minister ya nipa MPP delegate 210,000 per 2 aba delegate na menkwa offer album na minimum nipa be 20,000 because trobo delegate say okwa Accra minimum nia Dr. Kwaku offer mention north the constituency mention south mention north the constituency delegate album no nimo bia fie from number 1 to number 600 and something et delegate ni nimo nia o omo anya ni omo ye MPP adwuma no we know all of them but bi ni mo nya popular ninti no obekọ no ya monthly billboard kakraka adentia because afi no mo market yo mo ho me pacho obi ehun Dr. Bawumia billboard ube hu an eye signboard kakra bia nhia so constituency for eye dia welcome no but Dr. Bawumia campaign Nkansah de nipa 210,000 no mo koto abado mo ne Dr. Bawumia ye adwuma 52,008 enti ohu omo a onimo keke na say
no free
ticket enti enye general election na nipa 210,000 na kwakoto na obeye hu t-shirt aye hu billboard. The fact that Omoyes and Yamani crash say almost suffer from popularity crisis.
But lawyer Kwasi Boche Junior time no so Nkansah no time na so no benim say ube to be the moya but time no so there bema lawyer the be 2 minutes be abono tofa na enche na ye gasto mixer make say Dr. Kwaku amuako ai bobetra ku na onono wa
ambo echi no na eba o
ai o china ya me aduma Dr. Kwaku amuako nso e wa hado ene ayubre
na oni je Dr. Kwaku amuako ne nanane grandma Margaret Atiemu Antenes
oh
MPP founding Margaret Atiemu Dr. Kwaku
really?
No.
Oh,
but Dr. Kwaku said that she be obe position be make us
oh
obi anane maami wo ho na ye sign MPP forms no obi anane papa cry vice chairman for Northern People's Party go
oh for the
no obi anane nana oh yes sign the say dey nya wo
every minute da yeah
the amount for bisa questions and Dr. Bawumia oba then oba be yama delegates ye di kind say Dr. Bawumia say oba or the welfare system eba ye ba be boa ye delegates no na answer na obebu obi na just oni nipa ne hia asem keke ye nipa 5 ayete dem obi ehia asem ye different keke me hwe a wo say we hia asem ne say unya cash kakra di invest into farms ne ade ye fit ebi a Dr. Kwaku ne hia asem ye different me so me hia asem ye different ebi a me hia asem ne say me per scholarship ubeje di say ye delegate do bi ko de hia asem ne say per national service posting or per school placement but onya bi asa no benya na say obi aton am 10,000 20,000 ni nya my kokwe esi aka ho ntini elusu ye enti no Dr. Bawumia say no ba ono wo database ne dada oba be hwe database no na obia ehia asem bia no or they are connected with Nipani database into your database na Inshayesu constituency police station chairman yenim say na hia asem ne say the ba person ko soldier so just lodge by ya near their money directly ye fan ko mo bia say soldier ba na say ni say emo bia nkoton me ho be yedede so we are going to build a robust welfare system a ebetimi aboa because Dr. Bawumia vision is say Ghana koswa Ghana mabe koso Ghana ma na mo MPP4 nso ka ho inti no oba be hwe ama Ghana say ni moving from a cash based economy to a credit scoring economy. Now him say one interesting thing we ya meba ha Uber me fire na me deba na Uber driver ne ka che me say na ye tie o inti u ka say me ba na no say na lawyer na akọ na atika emu din sa na me say be na no say me de inti MPP4 mo de Bawumia ba meto aba ma ne say mimi fin kran na maba kumase na me ba be ye adwuma me yere ne me mba won kran lawyer obeje di say prepaid sa won kran ya biti kumase na to prepaid ama me yere ne me mba won kran because of Dr. Bawumia o say sa de no nko anti say Dr. Bawumia ba 2028 no wan fa campaign message amba say sa de na Dr. Bawumia yinti obeto abama Dr.
Lawyer Kwasi Boche Junior ede eyubre ye beda wase ede wadaje enti yadibesia na yabagasto abemna delegates no mosempa doctor ka hai but doctor ebia ochina ya mi aduma mi doctor eje
Margaret Atiemu
all right enti ebia cameras no peke no ochina ya mi aduma yade doctor so ebe ye sa
me ba hache
basa ho ye
ye
de ya biase
ya meda wase na mada tiefo ase so say omenya bre ometie abato na ye kwa akoto no 31st no yini ayi nipa baako enye ntokwa ukona akoto aba wiya na ukofie by 2 pm na ya to aba ni wie MPP ye biggest opponent NDC your biggest opponent internal people intina me betina he nimbo bia dindi obi ate
but
ye fie nkomo ne ye kwa akodi 31st nti keke na misra o me
also Benjamin Council Felix owe
Nyankopon adom me ho ye pa
yeda ya mi ase yangoye
yo opanyin kese medawase pa edinkan ma menchia watiefo no ahwefo nyina Prostaplax mixture emema infections adro na Prostaplax mixture emema prostate hawadru bema bia wo prostate hawo no wadru Prostaplax mixture bema bia infection be say gonorrhea chlamydia and trichomonas tete won wadru Prostaplax mixture say infection be say gonorrhea chlamydia and trichomonas ebetena bema odunso twama na obema mu a odunso an wayase wo ye honma na wayase kaw dendenden odunso na wo bema mu ehyehyew na ensuo pika bi firi wo bema mu ba wadru Prostaplax mixture infections I would want to ama Johnson tentem kakra na Johnson do obakọ Johnson so Johnson ketwa bi obetina se enche na Johnson sade wa wo hia Prostaplax mixture ensu aduru enye capsules enye tablets uko edwaso herbal shop pharmacy anase OTC shop drugstore obi an okacho say G capsules na eno ni Prostaplax mixture na kachen say ope Prostaplax mixture ensu aduru no ye ni tablet ho eni ni capsules so ho bema bia wo prostate ho hawo no me so teniye ukogina wo sa wo Johnson na delay Johnson e man tentem so ebecha ansa na sha yese eba kra na kitten entimi flow ye ni nyina woni padua na ebo kokko wo prostate na ho yaka ehonum na wo hia adru efa ne se Prostaplax mixture na wono nom na etima your prostate no adwuma ama Johnson etimi flow kama pa edi ama so wo kogina wo sa wo Johnson na meye na wo chepi ansa na wa Johnson awie oba Johnson be wi Johnson ni betwa so so kokko sa entwada wa Johnson wie kwa na wunya atenka bi sa still a Johnson de wa anyo so Johnson ni nyina ma bonten a aduru a wo hia Prostaplax mixture emema prostate ho hawaduru Prostaplax mixture emema infections aduru na me so number obefre 0248 778899 Mensoplax mixture Mensoplax mixture ma infections adru obabia infection be say gonorrhea, chlamydia, trichomonas, and as odepoa candidiasis tete wa brabono adru a wo hia e tu sa wo haw no ase mensoplax mixture. So wo pese wo bu nsa Philippa na menses na eflo kama pa de ma ode a adro ne mensoplax mixture eye wa wodie mu adwuma no na wo ba esiesie ahemfie hono se ensuo na egu oba ya na wa ya se eye wo ya eya na sabi wase ekeka odenden dia infection pese tete wo me so kone kope mensoplax mixture ni bi nanonom say odepoa candidiasis ena abetena wo ba wo so a enkoda obohunu se ensuo a egu ni ye thick pa no na emasabi wase keka odenden ye pa wonya mensoplax mixture ibia na wo dia clear sa infection na fi won mo tentem so say ye trichomonas infection na ha wadwene a wo ba ensuo egu ye yellowish ana greenish no ubehunu se eya na empampan bi di echetse fish pampan uhia mensoplax mixture se chlamydia na tete oba bia nsu egunu na ba bebre na se eba bebre sa na amasabi ne hu nyina afo unya mensoplax mixture bi na ono no mo a eboa eyi sa wo hawo ni na de free hono mo untimi mu nsa kra wadru eye mensoplax mixture kai se mensoplax mixture de yese obebu nsa afili na wo menses na ebe flow kama yie pa e de oba wakoye family planning a wajai wo hwe ani mu senka menses ne be flow ahwe ani mu a emma no mensoplax ni bi ne be flow kama ye pa obu nsa ya wo mu obu nsa moja ne ketwa bi drops bi da krope na atwa ohia mensoplax mixture na oba be flow ma wankasa wani agi ye pa mensoplax mixture oba wubu nsa bosum ya 2-3 months na wumu nsa no wadru mensoplax mixture number ni 0248 778899 0248 778899 no number o pedondodo ato na wasambisa bia obefre na nupedi ato apete Ghana half na nyina gastro mixture eye typhoid fever ene wo ulcer dru obibia typhoid fever ama wutia wo ya oyafunu ya wo ya oyemu ehwie honam ye oboho honam twetwon oye bi kakra bi no wabre wani so ina bribro typhoid inti ameso wadro eye gastro mixture wo aduane toyema na oyafunu ya wo ya komdo na ayafunu ya wo ya obo ano hyeso emframa ginagina wo yam emframa ginagina wo da bia obofunu ya na wo fempo oso tia net because of air ulcer adru ebebo an yefa ne gastro mixture meso fa number yi eye 0248 778899 meso so wo boga tanga na wo pe eye enupai bi ato a obekọ Enswell pharmacy so wo boko obekọ Rose Herbal Tamale wo fa Kwajo Herbal wa obekọ Charles Herbal Techiman for enko ifa for Josunyane Cap Herbal and a Green Light Pharmacy Brekum eye Newborn Pharmacy na Clement Herbal Doma Man Sky Herbal Oboase Smart Herbal Konongo Paulina Asapon Nkoko Anti Akobam enyinem kwa Chris Pharmacy Suhum Tony K Pharmacy Koforidia The Light Pharmacy na Gapson Pharmacy Asaman Kese obekọ Amen and Amen Kade Kwaku Amua Drugstore Asinfo so obekọ Mama Doris Mankesim Jeff Herbal Cape Coast Busi Pharmacy so wo sehwe anua so ameso fo ani echem ewo Alberta Oseipoku Drugstore efamame na wo sabeka enupa ni bi ho no Kumase fo nko PFA Pharmacy Posa Herbal and Osons Chemist. Meso number near 0248 778899. Onyanko pon edi odom domiania. That's a ne ebe sanso eshia macrao.
All right, but that's gastro mixture, mensoplax mixture, and prostaplax mixture. Nature Medics Consult. Omune ena wotier. Yadu wa friend number doso. Na oni omo edin kita ho. Bidin edi Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah keke edie ochina yame aduma yebesa ehia makra.